Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 card review. Here to review a card that is coming as a TCG exclusive in Judgment of the Light. Coming August 9th. What we're looking at here is Xyz Encore. And it is a quick play spell card description. Target one face-up Xyz monster your opponent controls that has Xyz material. Detach all Xyz materials from it. And if you do, return it to the extra deck. Then if there is a monster card in the graveyard among those detached Xyz materials, special summon as many of those monsters as possible from the graveyard to your opponent's side of the field in face-up defense position. Their levels are reduced by 1 on the field. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. So basically this just dismantles your opponent's Xyz monsters, and it pretty much puts your opponent back in the position to, like make another Xyz basically. So let's say if your opponent has like a rank 4 and you bounce that Xyz monster back to the extra deck and the materials go to the graveyard, they will be able to, well, what this card does is that it special summons those 2 level 4 monsters back on their side of the field, and their levels get reduced by 1, so then they'll be level 3. And yeah, it basically just puts them in a position to where I feel they may not be all that, prepared for. Because ideally, if they don't have anything like like rank 3s or rank 4s or what have you, then yeah, like it's basically saying like no harm on your part, because they're not prepared for any Xyz summons of that rank. So that's an ideal situation. But just looking at the card itself, I mean, cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. I mean, damn. I mean, so that goes for Solemn Warning, Dark Bribe. I mean, not Solemn Warning, but Solemn Judgment. Man. Magic Jammer for whoever still uses that card. Basically anything that could stop this, it pretty much prevents it from happening. So basically your opponent has to lose their Xyz monster. But there's like a loophole in the card, because the monsters have to be sent to the graveyard. But if you have a card like Macrocosmos on the field, like they won't be able to get those monsters back, considering that they would be banished. So that's one kind of combination I can think of to use with this. Yeah, but it's kind of ridiculous that this card right here kind of exists, in my opinion, because they can just dismantle your Xyz monster with like no drawback, literally no drawback. I mean, like the worst case scenario for the user is that their opponent has like various ranks of Xyz monsters in the extra deck, but other than that, yeah, like you're basically just dismantling an Xyz monster for free with like no consequence. Yeah, so this card is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, but yeah, a link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you guys for the next card review. Peace.